Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Today's stream, I'm going to be working on... Actually, I'm going to be continuing to work on the Warzone Resurrection starter sets. So yesterday I worked on the these guys here. Show you guys what they look like in the so these are the Cybertronic faction of Warzone Resurrection 2nd edition. So these are the troops that I was working on earlier, or actually well, last night I guess. And then and today I'm going to be working on Dark Legion, which are in this catalog as well. Here's one of the Dark Legion heroes that I'll be building. And then there's this guy, Alakai. It's a pretty cool looking mini. And then there's some Dark Legion troopers that I'll be building as well. Alright, so these are the ones that I built yesterday. Let's switch something here. So these are the first faction, Cybertronic. Oops. These are some of their cards here that are used in the game. These are like resource cards. And these are the stat cards for the ones I built yesterday, and these are the stat cards for the ones I'm building today. Alright, so let's move these aside and let's start building the Dark Legion. Start with this guy. Okay, so gather up my tools here. Rather large chunk of extra resin here. Cutting off. Should about do it. Let's go to clean this up a bit. So there's the torso and the legs. Now for the arms. I have to say that this resin is actually pretty easy to work with. Hey, Scotty no knows. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. What are you up to today? This resin is actually really easy to work with. Compared to, like, I find it easier to work with than let's say War Machine. I find their resin, the kind of resin they use, is a little bit more brittle. Chillin', eh? I'm just building some Warzone Resurrection models for a faction called Dark Legion. Prodos Games from Poland sent me these. I got a couple of sets from them, to one to build on stream and then one to give away. So I'm just building the last night I built the first set of what is it, like 1, 2, 3, about 7 miniatures here for a faction called Cybertronic, and now today I'm building the Dark Legion. So the idea is that I'm going to build these up over the next couple streams, and then get them primed, maybe paint a little bit, and then at some point I'm going to do a giveaway where I'm going to give away a set of basically another set of these, because I got two of them, so one for myself and one to give away to somebody on my stream. Now the question here is, we've got this gun somehow connects like that, I guess. Yeah, they're all resin. All the models are resin. And I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it because I've worked with some resin models before, and they're kind of, I don't know, a little bit annoying to work with compared to like the type of plastic GW uses, for example. But these are really well done. Like the resin's got a little bit of a, it's got a little bit of a flex to it. Like you see here, I don't know if you can tell, but if I move this, it's not brittle. It's got a little bit of a give. So when I was gluing these yesterday, there was no issues of like, you know, trying to push on something and all of a sudden it just like snaps off or whatever. And also cutting it with the X-Acto knife or even with the cutters, it cuts really nicely. Easy to kind of shave it with an X-Acto knife as well, so I really like it. Like it's just as good as like working with, you know, the plastics that GW uses, if not better. Like look at that, it just cuts it. Like it just like you can shave. So they must be using some kind of like really high quality resins. And the glue sticks to it really well. So basically no complaints at all. I just have to align these. Not really sure how this, what's the right angle for this. Probably like this. Yeah, that looks right. Something like that. It's hard to tell though. Maybe like that. Oh yeah, there we go. Like that. So have you ever heard of Warzone Resurrection? This is the second edition of the game that they just released the rule sets for. But I guess the first edition has been around for a while. I didn't know about it until just very recently. Yeah, if you go to check out ProdosGames.com, you can take a look at the... They're also the company that did Alien vs. Predator. That line of minis. May have seen those. Some of the hobby shops, gaming stores are starting to carry that. Around here anyway. I'm not 100% sure, but from what I've looked into about this game, I think there was another... The first edition was released a number of years ago, and it was fairly popular with a certain group of people, but I don't know if the company that that was behind the game, I don't know if they continue to update it and continue to support it. And then I think at some point Prodos Games either got the license rights or bought out the company. I don't know what happened there, but they now produce the minis, and so they're releasing the or they just recently released the second edition of the rule set. And I think the people that used to play the original edition, the first version, have been pretty excited about the second edition coming out. Now the question is, how does this gun fit in here? Something like this. Probably like so. I think I just need to shave this part here a little bit. The detail on the minis is really well done. And I'm pretty sure this is all done on 3D sculpting and on computers, and then 3D printed, super high res 3D printed, like all the new GW stuff. So all the models look pretty impressive. That's a big gun. Now this guy, I think he fits on a... Let me take a look. I think he goes on a 40mm base. Yeah, this is the mini right here. That's the one I'm building right now. Reside. 40mm base. Since you're pretty new to the stream, I don't think, well, you just followed the stream today, so I'll mention that my stream currency is called creds, and when you're on the stream, you're earning 5 creds per minute that you watch. And then when I do my giveaways, you can redeem the creds that you earn for raffle tickets. So basically, people who watch my stream on a regular basis, they earn more creds. And then when it comes to when I do a stream where I'm doing a giveaway, they have a higher chance of winning because they can get more raffle tickets. So for these guys, it's creds with a Z. There you go. Oh, there you go. So you already have like 4,050 creds. Wow. So you've been watching my stream for a while then. Yeah. So when I do my giveaways, each raffle ticket is going to cost 1,000 creds. So what that basically means, and everybody's going to get one free raffle ticket. So if you were on the stream right now and we were doing a giveaway, you would get 1 raffle ticket for free, and then with the 4,000 creds that you have, you could actually buy 4 more raffle tickets, which means that that would mean that you would have about 5 times the chances of winning compared to somebody who just tuned in 5 minutes before I do the giveaway and just got their free raffle ticket. Just my way of rewarding people for hanging out and tuning into my streams. So the next guy I'm going to build is this dude. Get him out of the way. And this guy is, I think it's this guy. I think it's this Alikai guy. Alikai, this is his card. Take a look at him in the catalog. Look at this guy. He's a beast. Alikai Ascendant. He's a lord. I don't really know what that means, but haven't gone through the rule books yet, but either way, let's get him built. Looks pretty straightforward. It's pretty much all one big piece except for the arms here, which should be pretty easy to put together. Yeah, they're really nice. The like I said, the quality of the design, the quality of the sculpts, and then the actual quality of the resin, it's all up there. I mean, I would say it's at par, if not even nicer than something like GW or Privateer Press models. The only challenge with these games, and this is why I like reaching out to these smaller companies, is the only challenge they have is it's always the hardest part is building up the the user base, the community, the support, and it's kind of a chicken and egg type of thing where people want to play games that other people and other friends of theirs have. So if none of your friends have the game, you have to basically you have to somebody has to be the first person to get some models, and then talk their friends into getting some, and then it kind of, you know, goes from there until the game starts to get traction. Oh, from my YouTube channel. That's right. Because if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you get I think it's something like, I want to say 1,000 creds every week or something. There you go. So pays to be a subscriber. Well, part of what I try to do on my YouTube channel and now on my live streams and even on my stores, I try to, you know, bring attention to some of these smaller games. I like working with companies that are, you know, growing. Of course, I love my GW stuff as well, but, you know, I like Infinity. Wrath of Kings has some really cool models. Malifaux. So I like supporting some of these smaller companies as well, just to have a little bit of variety in the hobby. And I think competition is good for the entire industry. So when these smaller companies start to come in and compete in the marketplace, it forces the bigger companies like GW or Privateer Press, forces them to actually, you know, produce better products, lower the prices, that kind of stuff. So I think it's a good thing all around. I think in the old days it was just really hard for smaller companies to, you know, to compete in the marketplace because of the production costs and everything. But over the last few years, with, you know, with high-res 3D printing and resin casting, combining those types of things, and computer-based modeling, it kind of allows smaller players to get started in the industry, bring products. And then of course Kickstarter, right? Crowdfunding has really helped the hobby, especially the smaller companies. So you've been tuning into I assume my YouTube channel for a while. Look at this guy, starting to look really good. I'm gonna turn this little extra light I have here just to get it a little bit. You can see the shadows a bit more. Come on, there. It's hard to show the detail, but pretty cool looking model. Yeah, this resin is actually really easy to work with. I like it. So which games do you mostly play? Right, so this guy doesn't fit on the base by itself, but he is on a 40mm base. Just double checking, yep. So what I'm gonna do is, I wonder if I have any. I think what I'll do is I might make a custom base for this dude. Or maybe, let's see what I got right here. I wonder if I should do some cork or... Yeah, I might laser cut. Actually, you know what? Let me just see if I have some cork. So these miniatures I got specifically, I got them directly from Prodos Games in Poland. I've been just chatting with them about the possibility of maybe carrying their miniatures on my store, on my online store. But before I do that, before I invest, you know, into carrying their inventory, I wanted to just get some miniatures, build some, paint some, see how I like them, see what kind of interest you know, people might have in these, and kind of take it from there. Something like this. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna let that dry. I'll work on the work on a few more models here. Guess I'll work on this guy next. Come back to that base, finish it up. I want to make sure that glue is really dry before I play with it. Alright, so this guy, So if you wanted to get some of these, probably right now, ProdosGames.com would probably be your best bet. I don't know if there's any local stores to where you live that carry these. Like I said, depending on interest, I might consider carrying these in my store as well. Once I get these guys built, get them primed, maybe painted, at least some of them, I want to play a few games with some of my friends and see how I like the game itself. So that goes like that. YouTube it? What do you mean YouTube it? I really like working with resin so much better than metal. I love Infinity, Corvus Belli, Infinity the game. I love their models, but I'm not a big fan of working with the metal miniatures. I like how they feel heavy, but gluing them together is such a pain in the butt. I'll take plastic and resin over metal any day. Yeah, how the heck does this arm, I guess like that? This part's kind of hard to figure out how this is supposed to. Probably because this needs to be cleaned up a little tiny bit. I'm just gonna assume it's something like this. Not quite sure what you mean by YouTube it. Do you mean make videos for YouTube? Sorry, for YouTube videos for Warzone Resurrection? clean up this. There we go. This guy's got a long neck. Is his head supposed to be tilted or something? Let me take a look at a picture. No, not really. It's hard to tell from the picture, but
you can call me stupid. Yes, you can call me sheep. You can say I'm lazy. You can say I'm weak. You think that using her would get to me. And if you're right, then you're in trouble, D. 'Cause I won't break, no, I know I won't wait. You're in trouble, D.
I kind of have a feeling I might need to cut this part out a bit. Glue that arm back in a sec.
You better keep it sealed. Don't you dare say a single word.
Should have done this in the beginning, but I did not realize.
You think that using her would get to me. And if you're right, then you're in trouble, D. 'Cause I won't break, no, I know I won't wait. You're in trouble, D.
Yeah, I think that'll look better. Alright, so now I just have to. I think these guys go on the small bases. Oh no, they do. Big bases too. 40 mil. 40 mil. This would be the last one here. No, no worries, man. I did that with lunch. I was doing a bit of a stream earlier, playing some Guild Wars 2, and then at one point I realized I hadn't eaten lunch and I was starving. So I went upstairs and warmed up some leftovers and pretty much did the exact same thing. This guy's got a bit of a hunchback. Looks kind of cool. So I was saying earlier, I didn't really catch what you meant by YouTube it. Do you mean like make videos for Warzone Resurrection? Is that what you mean? Like YouTube videos? Or what do you mean by YouTube it? Oh, when we play the game. Yeah, we've been talking about, with my Tabletop Gamer crew, we've been talking about seeing if we can figure out some way to do live streaming of our games. It's not easy to set up, but a little bit tricky. Meaning it's a lot of like setup work. But we'll see. Okay, this is not working. I think if I glue it this way, it'll probably stay better. Yes. Alright, so that looks like it's starting to stay. And I think I'm gonna do that. Let's see with that. Or maybe this way. Yeah, that looks better. So I think I'm gonna pin this guy. It'll stay better. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Get one of these like overhead cams, or even like a drone would be kind of cool, right? Hover a drone over the table. Come on, where's my little drill thingy? not the right one. The drone would be cool, but the battery life wouldn't. They usually last like maybe 20-30 minutes. Need something that can last like hours and hours, right? Yep. You have to finish the game in 25 minutes or less, otherwise all the models get destroyed. It's like a timer. Otherwise the drone just hits the table and cuts everything up. Alright, I guess we can go with this. Alright, so he's gonna be this. So which games do you normally play? Oh, so you're mostly like me. You're more of a painter than the player. I'm the same way. But I definitely want to get into playing the games, just I haven't really had the time. Haven't had the time to kind of organize some games, but hoping to change that pretty soon. But I definitely like the hobby side of the painting, building, designing terrain. That's what I enjoy the most.
Make a run together, I'll be by your side before we collide. And if the sky falls down on you, just beat it up before we collide. Let's make it last forever, I'm ready to fly before we collide. And when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up before we collide.
Trying to find the right drill bit. Finally found it. I want to use this slightly thicker pin here.
Let's make a run together, I'll be by your side before we collide. And if the sky falls down on you, just beat it up before we collide. Let's make it last forever, I'm ready to fly before we collide.
Have you seen the new Blood Bowl stuff coming out? I guess next week from GW. Oops. Dude with the souls in his cape? You're talking about this guy? Or which guy are you talking about? There we go. Now that pin is going in there. Oh, scrolling pictures? Yeah, let me switch it over to see if he pops up again. That guy? We'll check the catalog in a second. I'm sure it'll be in the catalog as well. Let me take a look. A dude with souls in his cape. Oh, I see who you're talking about. This dude. Hang on, I'll switch back to. You're talking about this guy. Valpurgius. Yeah, this guy looks awesome, eh? He's like almost like a Egyptian mummy tomb king. And then he's got like a cape with souls sticking out of it. Yeah, that's a nice model, eh? Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like they're the models are great. So now the fun part, getting this pinning done. I'm gonna have to shorten these up a bit. Yeah, that's one benefit of being a painter, not a player, is you get to collect a variety of different games and armies, or not armies, but different models from different games, without feeling guilty about it. Let's start with this side. I have models from like so many different games and so many different armies. Yeah, that guy would definitely be fun to paint, right? There we go. I'm just gonna cut that pin off the bottom there because it's not really doing much.
Alright, listen.
There we go. If I use a white background, it might make it easier to see it. Here's what he looks like. Like I said, the detail's really good on these. He's got this cool looking skull that looks like it's hanging from his belt there. So there we go, there's that guy. Now what we have left are a bunch of little guys. Big bag of zombie dudes. And see, here's what they do with when you have the two arms. They do a pretty good job by combining the two arms together. Makes it easier to kind of build it instead of having to hold the two arms and the gun. Maybe this one will be easier to show it on. Right? Like if you look at that, even just putting those arms on, they're kind of like this. They just go on real easy. Throw a little bit of glue in there, takes 2 seconds, and it's done. Some companies just make the miniatures so easy to build, and other companies not so much. Like Malifaux miniatures, some of them are okay, but some of them are just so complicated. Like the way that they sculpted them and the pieces that you get, or it's like, you know, they'll give you a leg and then like the shoe from the leg is a separate piece, but it makes absolutely no sense why the shoe is separate from the rest of the leg. It could just be one piece. It's like they want to make it harder to build their models. Just for fun. Just torture. Having said that, Malifaux miniatures are really nice looking. Just that some of them are a pain in the butt to build. That guy dry while I work on the next dude. Next set of arms. This guy's got like a helmet on. So I'm gonna give this guy this little gun here. Looks like a machine gun of some sort. Look at this guy. Neat looking model. Haven't been disappointed with what Malifaux? Oh yeah, these are nice models. I think they're great. Like I said, as far as quality goes, like when it comes to miniatures, I always find that it's the design is one thing, and then two is the quality of the actual how it's made, right? Like whether they use resin or plastic or metal. And some stuff is just horrible. Like the miniatures look okay, but when you try to put it together, it's not easy or whatever. But for these guys, the the quality of the sculpts is really done well. As far as the plastic they use or the resin, it's pretty high quality. I would say these are, you know, at par, if not better than stuff you get from GW. Trying to figure out, this guy has like it looks like a large shoulder pad over his right arm, so I think there's probably only one of these arms that'll fit in there. I'm trying to find the one that fits in there. There's like a little, I don't know if you can see that, but there's, yeah, you can't see it. There's a little D inscribed into this one. Some of them have a C and a D, but I have no idea what that represents. I don't see any markings on these, like I don't see A, B, C, D or anything. That won't fit in there. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna sort through these. So that one won't fit. This is yeah, it's a right arm. That one won't fit. Maybe one of these two-handed thingamajigers. Let's see. Maybe this one. This one almost looks like it wants to fit. If I can just get this thing in there. I need to trim this a bit. There we go. That works. These guys are all kind of almost zombie-ish type minis. Light is a bit bright, so let me just put a white background and kind of make it easier to see. This one's got a cool little mask. And it kind of looks like a almost like a World War I helmet on his head. Pretty cool looking. Soul Cape dude, his name is here. Valpurgis. Or Valpurgius. And it looks like the retail price is about 15 bucks. $15.98. It's not too bad. If you do end up ordering anything from Prodos, let me know and I'll send him a quick email. Just so they know that YouTube videos and live streaming does help to raise awareness about their games and stuff, because then it helps when I do talk to them about possibly carrying these on my store and stuff like that, it might help to, you know, if they see that people are tuning into my streams and then checking out their stuff and buying stuff, they might send me more stuff to give away on for contests and stuff like that. Some companies, like, I contact them and I tell them, you know, I do streaming, I do YouTube videos and stuff like that, and they just don't really get the internet, you know, and that's why they're not really succeeding. They're not really getting anywhere. But other companies like Prodos, they're pretty good. They you know, I reached out to them and I asked them if they would want to sponsor a small giveaway on my stream, so they sent me some of these sets to give away. I think it's a great way to get exposure for these companies, especially for games like this, which are, you know, unless a local hobby store kind of picks up the game and people hear about it, like, where else are you gonna hear about it, right? Like, yeah, you like Dark Legion? Well, hey, maybe you'll win the when I do the giveaway, maybe you'll win the giveaway, and it comes with Dark Legion as one of the 2 armies. Oh yeah, that one just, those arms just popped in there. They almost want to stay without glue. Exactly. That is exactly true. I mean, Kickstarter is great. I love Kickstarter, but you gotta, like, to keep the game going after the Kickstarter is over, right? I think reaching out and getting exposure on streams and YouTube channels and stuff like that is a really, really smart thing to do. A lot of video game companies have totally gotten that idea. I was even looking at, I just started playing Guild Wars a few days ago. Never played it before, just kind of got into it because a few people got into it. So, and I was on their website, and they actually have a little section for if you're like a streamer on Twitch, and you stream Guild Wars stuff. You can sign up for like their little partner program, and I think they kind of help to promote people, let people know, like on their website you can get like a little there's like a little directory for streamers and YouTubers who stream or play Guild Wars, or play Guild Wars and stream it and whatever. So they kind of like work with the streamers to get more exposure for their games. So video game companies have really, you know, they've embraced the internet, they've embraced live streaming and YouTube, because they know it's one of the best ways to get connected to gamers. But I think the tabletop industry still has a ways to go. Some companies even have like a negative perspective on internet, anything YouTubers and stuff like that, which to me makes absolutely no sense whatsoever in 2016. I mean, I'm all about I'm all for supporting local gaming stores, but the internet's not going away, so I think you have to do both. But that's just my perspective on it. Yeah, exactly. If you don't embrace the internet, you're pretty much a goner. You know, it's funny because I've been doing this for a while, and I've reached out to a bunch of different companies, and the whole internet thing, and I get it, you know, I understand what the challenge that they're having is the local gaming stores, you know, they're not making a lot of money because there really is not much margins and a lot of money in selling tabletop miniatures at a gaming store. They make way more money on, you know, games like Magic the Gathering, card games and stuff like that. But the biggest, the biggest, I guess you could say, the biggest reason why a lot of these companies don't like internet stuff is because, you know, in the old days there was a few online stores that popped up, online only, and they basically, you know, they were offering deep discounts, and that kind of, you know, ruins the industry when you have that. And I understand that, and I totally agree with that. That totally makes sense. You can't really, you know, those local gaming stores can't survive with price gouging. But there was an analysis done recently, and the very interesting thing about it is that, you know, while these companies are supposedly, you know, they won't deal with internet companies, or they won't support internet streamers, that kind of stuff, in a lot of situations, because they don't want to, you know, they don't want to, they're afraid of basically hurting the business for local gaming stores. What this analysis actually showed is that a lot of the stuff that's being sold online at the deep discounts is actually local gaming stores selling their excess inventory on eBay or Amazon. So you get a local gaming store and they'll order whatever, you know, a certain amount of inventory, 10, 20,000 worth of inventory, and then let's say 5,000 of that doesn't sell. After a few months, they chuck that stuff on eBay. You know, whatever stuff didn't sell for the first store, they're like, oh, well, this stuff is not really selling well in my area, so I'm going to throw that up on Amazon, or I'm going to throw that up on eBay, and I'll sell it at a discount so I can get more money and go buy more stuff and put it on the on my you know, for my inventory in my store. Well, the thing is, whatever stuff didn't sell for that store, now you have all that inventory up on eBay or on Amazon at a deep discount, and, you know, next town over, that store, you know, those items might be selling, you know, they might be selling at full price. But now that this guy's flooded the market with that stuff on Amazon or eBay because it wasn't selling in his store, the other store is now having a challenge competing because the prices are lower, right? So you have one store, let's say, that doesn't, you know, let's say Infinity doesn't sell well, and another store where maybe Malifaux doesn't sell well. Well, the guy who's not selling Malifaux, he throws all his Malifaux stuff on eBay for cheap. The guy who's not selling Infinity, he throws his stuff on for cheap. And all of a sudden you have pretty much all the products up there being sold on eBay or on Amazon at deep discounts without any internet stores being involved in the process whatsoever. It's all just local gaming stores who are dumping excess inventory. So you're not really solving the problem by not embracing the internet. And like you mentioned, just, minimum pricing. Which is what I believe, what is it called? Fantasy Flight or X-Wing. That's what they do. Like, I can order and I can carry X-Wing stuff on my store, on my online store. They don't care that I'm an online store. I mean, I have a workshop and stuff like that for my terrain, but I don't have a physical retail store. But they don't care. As long as I keep the price at what it is, they don't, like, to them it's like whatever. They don't care if you're an internet store or a retail store, whatever. Just as long as you don't deep discount below these prices, this is the minimum price that you can charge, and there you go. Pretty simple solution, I think. But hey, what do I know? I mean, I don't run one of these companies. There might be a lot more to it than that. That's just my opinion from my perspective. And I look at companies like Prodos Games, right? And they have no problem with internet stores. Like I said, I reached out to them. They're happy to support me as a streamer, as a YouTuber, and they're happy to have me showcase their products, sponsor a giveaway, that kind of stuff. So this guy's kind of cool too. I don't know if you can see, but he's got a cool looking... His face looks pretty cool. He's got like funky hair. Funky looking dude. Alright, so that pretty much completes these guys. So this was the Dark Legion. So let's go through these. First guy we have here is Alakai. Grab a piece of paper here. You see it better on a white background. So that's the Alakai model. Then we've got this guy, Reside. I think that's this guy. Big buff looking dude with a giant gun, basically. Look at that gun. That's the second dude. Then we've got Necromutant Leader. This is, I think, the leader of the zombie-looking dudes. Hey, Draca. Not sure. Just finishing up the stream. Just finished building these guys. That's the Necromutant. And then we got 5 of these guys. I'll just go through these really quickly. So these are the Undead Legionnaires. There's one. This guy's got like a... almost looks like a gas mask on. Another mutant looking gun. Is there? Oh yeah, in the corner over there, there is. She's sleeping, passed out. This guy, you can't even see his eyes. He's got like almost like a pair of goggles on. And another weird looking gun. This guy looks like a skeleton face. That's 4. Number 5. And number 6. There's a 6th one here. And that's it. So there's 6 of these undead legionnaires. And then 3 more. This guy's gonna be fun to paint. This Alakai guy. Be fun. Payway! Yeah, no kidding, eh? That place is awesome. So that's it for the Dark Legion, guys. I finished building both sets now. So what I'm going to do is, between now and the next stream, I'm going to get these guys primed, and I'll probably paint a few of them. And then maybe on the next stream or the one after that, the next few streams, I would say, I'll be doing the giveaway for both of these armies. So I mean, this is my set here, but I've got another set, another brand new set for you guys, and it'll come with pretty much all of these miniatures. Get them all into the picture here. It'll pretty much come with all of these miniatures. So both a Dark Legion set and a and the Cybertronic. Hey, Ferro Rocher. Is that how you pronounce your name? How's it going? Ferro Rocher. Is that like those little chocolates? That come out around Christmas? And everybody always gets me some? Right, I need to put these... Ferro Rocher. Those things are good. I always get so many of them at Christmas though, because everybody knows I like them. And then by like January, I'm sick of them for a couple months. So yeah, I'll get these primed, and then I'm not sure which ones I'm going to start painting first. I'll probably work on the Cybertronic dudes. Although, this guy will be fun to paint. Either way, that's what I'll be working on probably on the next stream. The giant one? What giant one? Oh, yes! The Ferrero Rocher, the big, huge one that's like the size of like a soccer ball, right? Or maybe a bit smaller. Yeah, I've seen that at, where were we at? We were at the mall with my wife the other day. Oh, you got a picture? Let's take a look. Look at that thing, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was actually like chocolate inside or if it was just plastic with little mini ones inside, but I guess there is a chocolate shell. That's awesome. You're gonna have to pick one of those up. Yeah, HMV. Yeah, too bad it's hollow inside. Can you imagine if they actually made it like with the filling, like the little ones, but with the on the big one? That would be awesome. That'd be hilarious. I'd eat that. That would be fun to eat on stream. Big giant Ferrero Rocher. But I guess if they fill it with, do they put little ones inside, or is it just hollow? It's probably just hollow. Still looks cool though. Thanks for the follow, Ferrero Rocher. And just so you know, while you're tuned into my stream, when you tune in, you're earning creds. That's my on-stream currency. You're in 5 creds per minute watched. And when I do my giveaways, like the giveaway that I'll be doing for this Warzone Resurrection soon, you can redeem those creds for raffle tickets, so you can increase your chances of winning. So hopefully, maybe, I don't know, it depends. Either next stream or the one after that or the one after that. Over the next, sometime in the next, I would say 3 to 4 days, maybe a week, I'll be doing the giveaway. Once I get some of these painted up, I'll be doing a giveaway and giving away 2 of these starter sets. Basically, 2 armies, or 1 starter set with 2 armies. And I think there's some dice in there, some of the resource cards, all the cards for playing the game, and the basic demo rule set as well. Alright, that's it for today's stream, guys. I'm gonna log off, gotta go get some dinner. Maybe I'll come back and do another stream later tonight, we'll see. But either way, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Alright, take care. Hey everybody, Paul here from TabletopGamer.com, and I'm excited to announce that we are now on Patreon. Now, if you're not familiar with Patreon and what it is, it's essentially a way for you to support the video content that you love on a monthly basis. It's similar to Kickstarter, where you pledge a certain amount, and then you receive certain rewards for those pledges, except with Patreon, you're pledging and receiving those rewards on a monthly basis. Now, the reason I'm launching this campaign on Patreon is because I want to accelerate our growth, which means I'll be able to produce more content and to produce more products and release them to the community at a much faster pace. Now, if you're watching this video on Patreon and you want to check out some of the rewards that you can qualify for based on your pledges, just scroll down below. You'll see all the different pledge levels. You'll see the rewards that you can qualify for. And if you're not watching this video on Patreon, if you're anywhere else on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're seeing this video, simply click on the link below the video or the one that you see on the screen, which will take you to our Patreon page where you'll be able to check out all the different awards you can qualify for based on the different pledge levels. I want to thank you for checking out this video and thank you for your continued support.